All right, tonight I want to be sharing with you some tips about financial education. Actually, despite that you're watching my comedy, does not mean that I will not show you some certain things you need to understand about financial education. Can you imagine that many of our parents today, if you check their lifestyle before, they were wealthy, but as they get older, as they grow gradually, you see that you realize that their financial status start decreasing. Why? Because there are some certain steps they did not take. So that's what I'll be sharing with you tonight about financial education. So stay tuned, relax, and I know that in this live and program you're going to enjoy every tips of what we'll be sharing together here on this channel, Samsung Comedy. All right, now what is financial education? Now, the financial means money, while education means to have the knowledge about what money is. You see, as we grow older, as I grow older, I realize that the way we make money is changing every day. Yes, the way we make money. One of my friend, while I was in university in Ladoke, Akintola University of Technology in Ogbomoso, he sat me down and he was trying to tell me that how can he make money without the help of his parents. I say, wow, anyway, me, I'm a good reader. I read a lot. As I'm talking to you, I've read more than 400 books in my library about financial, about marriage, and many other things. So he told me that he wants to know about financial education. I said, okay, wow, I will teach you. And today I taught him about the financial education. Believe me, he has been doing fine in his financial life. All right, so what is financial education? Like I previously said, that financial education is to have the knowledge, the idea on how money works, on how money comes to your hand and how money leaves your hand. Many people did not understand this. Many parents did not understand this, that these are the area and aspect they should teach their children too. Despite that, we are talking about the spirituality of life, we should still talk about the financial status of life. Now, we have what is called cash flow quadrant. The cash flow quadrant. What is cash flow quadrant, my brother? You know about the cash. I know the flow. That means how cash flows in our hand. That means how do we have money anytime, and how does money leave our hands at any time. We should understand this fact, but many people, they will not tell you this financial education called cash flow quadrant. Now the quadrant is like a cross. You can see, just watch the screen, like a cross like this, like a cross like this. Now this cross is segmented into two parts. There's one part here and the other part here. Now the first part is what we call the law of poverty. Yes, the law of poverty. While the other side is the law of wealth. Since the day I knew this technology, I knew this idea, I knew this information, I'm telling you the fact, my life has changed. My life have do what? Have changed. Yes, it has changed. It has changed. Now, in the law of poverty, it has three laws. Before I go into the law, there are some laws that govern the world, the universe. And one of the law is the law of gravity. And what is law of gravity? I know you people watching me, I know that many of you are science students. The law of gravity says that anything that goes up must surely comes down. Anything you throw must surely comes down. That is the law of what? Of gravity. So also we have different laws that govern the universe, that govern financial. So what I'm trying to share with you is the financial law. This is the financial education I'm trying to share with you. See, I might be doing comedy. I might be producing good content for you that you can laugh. But at the same time, let us be realistic here. I want to share with you what will make you liberate financially, what will liberate you financially. And with the help of God, as long as you understand this knowledge, you are good to go. Now, the law of poverty has three laws. Don't forget. I'll keep on telling you people. Whenever I see guys, I do tell them. Number one law is work alone and eat alone. Many people out there, they work alone. They work alone and eat alone. Do you think it is good? It's not good, despite that what the world is facing today about inflation and economic crisis. We should learn how to what? To share. So if you want to be poor, or anybody you see that is very, very poor, don't forget this law is part of what he or she is talking about, which is work alone and eat alone. Some people will say work alone and what? And die alone. That is it. So this law is very, very bad. So any person, any guy, any lady you see that is working alone and eating everything alone is undergoing the law of poverty because he cannot share. He cannot share anything. So let us go to the second law, which is called another law of poverty is don't work at all and be poor. Imagine how will you see somebody that is not working and is making money? Is a lie. Even person that does ritual is working and is making the money. Though that aspect has its own repercussion, oh, yes, it has own repercussion, but you must work. So if you don't work, you'll be poor. That is the second law of poverty. I'm coming deep into that. Why the third law of poverty states that work under somebody and be poor. Please take a minute and understand what I'm trying to tell you. That work under somebody and be poor. This is the laws of poverty. And this law of poverty, like I told you, is segmented in the first area that I drew the cross like this, And in this aspect is law of poverty, while in this aspect is the law of wealth. So I've stated the law of poverty, the three laws of poverty. I can still come again. What I'm telling you is financial education. Anywhere I go, I always share it because God gave me the grace to know about it. And since the day I knew it, I've been making use of it. That I don't want to undergo the law of poverty. Many people are undergoing the law of poverty. Yes. Thanks for joining. Somebody just joined me. Thank you for joining. So the law of poverty, like I told you, is three laws. First law is work alone and eat alone. Second law means don't work at all and be poor. While third one is work under somebody and be poor. Work alone, eat alone. Then don't work at all, you'll be poor. That is just it. That's just it. So now, who are these people in this law of poverty? Alright, sorry. Sorry, my daughter, you know them, they like to report. Alright. It's process. Okay, sorry. Yeah, go, sorry, bye bye. Alright, like I told you. Now, we now have the law of wealth. The law of wealth states that help people to be successful, which means to leverage people, to bring up people, to make people succeed. As you are being wealthy, my brother and sister that is watching me live, if you think you are the most successful people among your peers and they are suffering and you are enjoying, don't forget you are the first poor man that have ever existed on this earth. Oh. Because if you want to be successful, you need to help people to be what? To be successful. Now, let us now break down the law of poverty. Let us break the law of poverty down now. Now, who are these people in the law of poverty? They are two categories of people. Number one are the E, and the down one is the S. Don't forget, I told you that there's a cross sign like this. Just look at your screen. There's a cross sign like this. The cross sign like this. Why this sign here is the law of poverty, and here is law of wealth. Now, in this law of poverty, in the two boxes that you are seeing, you can write it down. You can even get a pen and a jotter to write these financial laws down, because it's going to help you as it has helped me. Now, the first people in this category are the employee. The self-employed is the second one. The first people are the employee, which are the E. Who are the employee? Please, you can start commenting. Oh, if what I'm sharing with you is educative, is making sense. All right, if it is making sense. Now, the employee. Who are the employee? These people are those who finish their school and they start working. I'm going to break it down, because me that I'm speaking to you, I'm a graduate also, but today the graduate level is graduating itself in the cupboard of my, is inside my cupboard. So, who are the employee? These people are those who started their education from kindergarten to secondary school to university. Peradventure, you did not stay at home for 4 years, 3 years, 2 years to gain admission to the university. Like me, I stayed 4 years at home before I could gain my admission into the University of Technology. Are you getting me now? So now, these people are people who, after they have finished all their university, let's take for example, now in your nursery, let's say you spent 2 years, because we have the KG1 and KG2. In your primary, you spend 5 years, which is primary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you did your component class. Please let us calculate it. So the 5 years plus the 2 years, that is 7 years. All right. Now, going to just 1, you spend 6 years. Just 1, 2, 3, SS1 to 3. So 6 years plus 7 years. That's how many years? That is 13 years. Okay, 6 plus 7 years. That is 13 years. After the 13 years, peradventure, you did not stay at home before you enter into higher institution, into the university. You now spent another 4 or 5 years in the university. So let's add 5 years to 13 years. That's how many years? That's roughly 18 years now. Now, after your 18 years in your school, that means you've gathered all the education you needed to start working. But mind you, in Nigeria, if you're a Nigerian citizen, for you to start working or to be certified that you are a graduate, you need to go and serve your country for 1 year, which is called COPA, the NYSC. The NYSC. Go. The NYSC, sorry, she's stopping me. The NYSC. Now, the meaning of NYSC means Nigeria Youth Service Corps, but it has changed. It's called now your struggle continues. NYSC. Now your struggle continues. What I'm sharing with you might not make sense, but it's making sense because many people that will be watching this video or that is watching me have undergone the copper program before in Nigeria, because I'm in Nigeria and I'm talking to you. So the NYSC is called now your struggle continues. That means after your copper, you start looking for job. What is job? Job means the work you are seeking to make money after your copper. And this is what is normal in Nigeria. I don't know of other country if they serve their country. I don't know. But in Nigeria, I'm using an example of the Nigerian student, a graduate, that for you to be certified that you are really a graduate, you need to serve your country, which is the NYSC. That's the acronym for Nigeria Youth Service Corps, or some people call it National Youth Service Corps. I don't know, and I don't want to know about it. But what I'm telling you is that the deep meaning of NYSC means N stand for now, Y stand for your, and S stand for struggle, and C stand for continuous. Are you getting me now? So any copper you see outside that is going about is just start to struggle, because I've undergone that kind of situation before. With all what I'm talking about is what we call the law of poverty. Now, peradventure, God helped you. You now have a good job. Which is the job? Job means the work you are looking for just to earn something for yourself. Now, I want to tell you the deep meaning of job. J-O-B, job. It's not what you are thinking, but J-O-B means just over broke. J means just, O is over, and B is broke, just over broke. So if you are not broke, tell me, why will you be looking for a job? Why will you be looking for a job if you are not broke? Because you are broke, that's why you are looking for a job. Are you getting me? So that's why you're looking for a job. Now, I'm talking about the law of poverty. That's what I'm talking about. I believe people that is watching me. Please, if you know what I'm sharing, please, you can start dropping comments. I need your comments to show that you are in love with what I'm sharing with you. Please drop comments, share this video, share this link, so that people in your in your group, in your subscribers, they can listen. No man is an island of knowledge. So after job, God help you, you now see the job. But remember that the owner of the company is called the boss. B-O-X-S, boss. And I will tell you the meaning of the boss and the deep acronym of the boss. Oh, this life is spiritual. If you don't have this financial education, you just be living life without plan. Now, what is boss? Boss means the owner of the company, or they call it Oga, my Oga at the top. The owner of the company is called boss. That means anything the boss says is what you do. Any salary the boss offer you is what you take. You don't have the right to tell the owner of the company that the salary they are offering you is very small. That means you are ready to leave the job. That means you are ready to fulfill the appointment. You are ready to forfeit it. Now, what is boss? Boss means busy over somebody's success. B-O-X-X. Busy over somebody's success. That means to God be the glory. They gave you the job you are looking for, and the owner of the job, the owner of the company is the boss. That means with your time, your dressing, your thinking, your idea, you are using it to busy yourself for somebody else's success. Since when I knew this thing, I now know what I am doing, because I don't want to waste my talent over somebody else's company deciding for me, deciding my salary, because I want more than what I want to be paid for. You that you are watching me now, you want more than what you want to be paid for. So that is the reason why you have a boss. B-O-S-S, boss. That means busy over somebody's success. Don't forget it. Now, after that, you will now start collecting what is called salary. Yoruba will say salary. No, I'm sorry. That is in Nigerian language. Another language in Nigeria is called what? Salary. What is salary? Salary is the money you collected after the end of the month. Some collect wages. Wage is what is collected every end of the week. Now, I want to really explain what is called salary. Not the salary you think that you are collecting. Because if you don't understand this financial education now, in this generation all over the world, people are lamenting, people are crying. See, look, there's a difference between that devil is using you, is doing you, and you are doing yourself. Are you getting me now? So salary means, please get a sheet of paper or an exercise book and a pen to write all these things. It will be useful for you because it has helped me. Now write the acronym down. SALARY. That is salary. So S means something, A means always, O means low. That means something always low. A means and, R means reducing, Y means you. That means something always low and reducing you. Hey. And reducing me. And reducing me. Where I go? And reducing me. Something always low that is reducing me. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This thing is busting my brain for me to understand that something always low and reducing me is what we call salary. Not in Nigeria that you think your salary will make you to survive. It's a lie. It's a lie. Please start dropping a comment. Please, so that I will know that what I'm sharing with you is nice and relevant. It's important. It's educative. Salary. Many people in Nigeria, they depend on salary. Salary will not take you anywhere. My brothers and sisters watching this program, salary will not take you anywhere. In those days, you can boast of salary. Not now. Now you cannot boast of salary at all. Now you cannot boast of salary at all. That was then. So if you still depend on salary, you are still undergoing the law of what's called the law of poverty, who says that work under somebody and be poor. Work under somebody and be poor. After salary, 4 things must happen to you, you that are working in a company, that you think you are living life, no problem. I'm not saying it's not good, but 4 things. We call it 4 arrows. You can write it on the sheet of paper or on your note. Just write the arrow 1, arrow 2, arrow 3, and arrow 4. Since when I knew this idea, my brothers that are watching me, my financial life has changed. I will tell you, look, if it's what you can learn from me and you achieve something, I'm okay. No, I'm okay. It doesn't mean that because I'm doing content and don't know something. I know something that I know that when I share with you, it will benefit you. That is the reason why I'm doing this program, this live video, for you to watch and have insight on financial education. You don't understand me? Okay. Now, number 1 arrow that will happen to you if you are working for somebody as the employee. Remember that I'm talking about the E in the cash flow quadrant, like the cross, like this. Cross. The first E, the first side is called E. And you know that this E is the first one. The second one down is the SE, which is called the self-employed. I'm coming to that place, so just calm down. I'm taking it step by step so that this thing I'm sharing with you, you will like it. Now, number first arrow is what we call rest. You must rest one day. As you work for somebody, one day you will rest. Number two arrow is what we call retirement. You will retire one day. As long as the work you are working does not belong to you, you will retire one day. In Nigeria now, even all over the world, they need fresh blood. You see that they will employ little guys, small youth. If once you are above 30, 40 something, they will say, look, that means your better and your mental faculty of reasoning, they tell me that is now reducing gradually. Yes. So number second arrow is what we call the retirement. Number first arrow is what we call the resting stage. While the number third arrow is what we call retrenchment. What is retrenchment? Retrenchment means they can remove you at any time. We call it manipulation. They can remove you and put somebody else. How dare you not fight that they should not remove you? Are you the owner of the business? No. Are you the owner? You are not the owner, just so don't stress yourself. Don't shout, because if you shout, you are going to disturb yourself, because they employ you. They employ you. You are employed. You are employed. So that is it. So the number fourth arrow, I told you, is rest, retrenchment, retirement. Why number one, the fourth arrow is what we call the sick resting stage. Because after you rest, you will sick. Now the salary you've now worked for, you now use it to be taking care of yourself. I even pray that you have a good children that will even say, my daddy, are you going to hospital for checkup? After you retire, sixth stage will now start coming in. Oh, financial education is important. Now, I'll talk about the E aspect. Now, let's come to the self-employed. Self-employed. These people in this category are those who are an employee too. So they now see the opportunity to have a shop, to have a side business, side hustle they can use to support themselves. Don't forget, in this quadrant, 95% of people are living life like this all over the world. I'm talking about today. Only 95%. What am I saying? Is it 95? Let me put it 98, because it has increased. In this time of inflation, it has increased. So 98% of people are living the poverty line, the law of poverty, the law of poverty. I tell somebody the full meaning of shop, the person till today, the person does not greet me again. Do you know why? Because I told him the acronym of what is called shop. To your own thinking, you might think shop means to have a space to start selling something, in exchange of goods and services to people, to have a customer. Fine. I'm not saying it's not a good thing. But if you understand the full meaning of shop, you will buckle up yourself in this generation. You will buckle up yourself. You will not stay in one place. Now, the full meaning of shop, 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 is an acronym. You can write it. SHOP. It means stay here operating poverty. Stay here operating poverty. I will explain. Sorry, excuse me, I will explain. Just a minute, I will explain. Now, stay here operating poverty means in that shop, you are operating poverty. That means the food you will eat is from the shop. The house rent you will pay is from the shop. The marriage you are planning to do is from the shop. that wedding gown you want to sew, you want to buy, is from the shop. You want to feel fine with your parents, you want to sell something to them, is from the shop. Hey, that's why I call it stay here operating poverty. So 98% of people are living the law of poverty. Now let's go to the law of wealth. The law of wealth is only 2% of people, or let me say 3%, or let me count out to 5% of people are those people living this life. We call it freedom and lifestyle. Freedom and lifestyle. Though majority of them were in the employee and the self-employee quadrant, they were in law of poverty before, but they switched up their mind that they don't want to suffer. They don't want to work for anybody. They want to hustle for themselves. They want to help other people to be successful. That is why they struggle. They work harder. They work smart. They are not working hard. They work smarter to get to the law of wealth. Now, the law of wealth states that help people to be successful, and you be successful. Excuse me. That is the law of wealth. Help people to be successful, and you be successful. Help people to be successful, and you be successful. That is the law of wealth. You see, I'm giving you financial education now so that you understand where you need to work on yourself about your finances. Not that you now get old now, you will now start depending on your children that are hustling, depending on your relatives that are hustling. No, but if you understand this financial education, I'm telling you, God Almighty will now help you. He will now give you different strategy in making money, in become wealthy. If you should understand what money have turned many people to, money have disgraced many people. You will see that many people that are wealthy today, they don't know anything. They are not qualified the way you are qualified in your microbiology. They are not qualified the way you have the PhD, you have the masters, you have the BSc, you have the BTech today. Even some of them, they don't know how to read and write. They don't know how to even spell their name, and they are wealthy. Funniest part is that they will now employ those people at the left quadrant, the law of poverty people, the employee, the student, the graduate that are looking for a job. They will now employ them to be managing their own affairs. They will now become the boss, busy over somebody's success, and they now start paying you money, which is salary. And salary means something always low and reducing you. Okay? So that is the law of wealth. And my dear brother, please let me see your comments. Which of the category of the law do you want to belong? Me, I chose to be a financial freedom person. I don't want to undergo the law of poverty again. There is one language in Nigeria, we call it the Yoruba. There is one adage in the Yoruba that says that if a man is wealthy among the means of 10 poor people, that means him himself is a poor person. Is a poor person. So what I'm sharing with you is so that you can help people to be successful. People, you need to tell people, teach people on how to catch fish, not giving them fish to eat always. It's very, very bad. People looking at me, you might have a company, you might have an enterprise, you might have what you know that when you show somebody, the person's life will change. Then why are you keeping it to yourself? Why can't you share it? And don't forget, if you share this thing, the more you share, the more you go higher, the more the burdens of Nigeria reduce, the more the burdens of the world reduce, the more the burdens of your family reduce. Many people, they are in their family, they cannot even help anybody. They will be forming that they are the best person in the family. They are not undergoing the law of wealth. Now, in this generation, what are those things you need to do to start bringing wealth for you? See, this life now is more than buying and selling. This life now is more than physical business. The world we are now is the world of crypto. Go and see, I'm telling you the fact. The world of crypto. Because in physical business, price changes. Now, all of global inflation, people are complaining now. There's no market. There's no food to eat. But invest to be an investor. The law of wealth, they are an investor. I will tell you, the law of wealth, they are divided into two. Remember, I told you about the law of poverty, that we have the employee and the self-employed. While in the law of wealth, we have the big business builder, that means BBB, and the I, which is called the investors. So if you want to be wealthy, you must be an investor. You must not be an employee. I'm telling you the fact, if you want to be a wealthy person, be an investor, be a big business builder, and I will tell you, BBB means big business builder. How are you going to become a big business builder? Number one, you must have a product. What is the product? The product must be EEE. You see the acronym EEE. That means the product must be essential for everybody every day. That is why in Nigeria today we have Dangote as one of the richest. It might even be the richest. We have the Macadamia, we have the $10 and co. Because why? They have a product, and the product is essential for everybody every day. If you can have these three things, you are a wealthy person already. You are already swimming and rivalizing in the law of wealth, because law of wealth is to be a big business builder and to be an investor. So after your business has now grown and stand, you cannot be an investor. And once you're an investor, you can never know what is called law of poverty again, because you have already overcome the law of poverty. So this is the financial education that I want to share with you. I appreciate everybody who stayed tuned to my live video on my YouTube channel. Please, I want you to subscribe and like and to share my videos, even my content that I always post, because I know that this content will make you lively. It's very funny and it's very educative. So this is the financial education part 1 I'm sharing with you today. Please drop comment, please love and share this video. All right, I'll be stopping for now till we shall meet again. Once more, thank you for joining my life. God bless you. Don't forget to share, to subscribe, and to like. Bye-bye.